How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of our MLB The Show 25 Road to the Show series with our two-way player, Everett Scott. In the previous episode, we finally did our MLB debut, and it was very uneventful, to say the least. We did manage to get a very crappy first career hit, and we did get our first start on the mound as a pitcher in the MLB, but we did not get the win. We got lit up like a Christmas tree on Christmas, to say the least. But I have been playing on my own. We are literally just shy, or literally just over, rather, a month from our debut, because our debut was here on the 30th of March. So I played through every series here, and we have actually been on a tear. We are 24-8, as you can see there. Cincinnati was very bad. Oh, they're right next to us. Okay. So let's look at their record. They started off, they did not get a single win until here. They were without a win up until here, where they beat Arizona. Then they lost the next three, and it seems like they've actually managed to turn the ship around a little bit and get closer to within 500, because they were like 0-9, I think it was, after we swept them in our 4-game series against them. So they were not doing good. So that was actually kind of a relatively easy series. The only really close game was this one here, the third game of the series. But like I was saying, we are just over a month into our debut. We are on the 1st of May here, starting with a 3-game series against the 16-16 Phillies. And then we will move into this 4-game set on the road against the Washington Nationals, or as I like to call them, thanks Dan Q8000, the Washington Walgreens, because their logo looks like the Walgreens W. So they are 15-16, so a lot better than I figured they would have been. But we will be doing these two series here in this episode. I'm going to go back to editing out all the non-essential stuff, so you'll be seeing like hits I get, hits my teammates get, strikeouts I get, or pitches that lead to hits, or whatever. But yeah, so without further ado, let's show you my stats here. Where am I going? I never know where to go. Statistics, player statistics. Okay, here we go. Here. Okay, so we have started in 6 games. Our only loss so far is that first is our debut, and we have won 5 straight as a pitcher. And you can see our stats: 42 innings pitched, given up 17 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs allowed, 3 home runs given up, no walks, 62 strikeouts, a 1.07 ERA, 0.40 WHIP, and win percentage of 83, and 1 quality start. And then scroll through the rest of that here, and then switch it over to at bats. Excuse me. We've played 29 games, had 123 at bats, scored 22 runs, 46 hits, 10 doubles, 2 triples, and we have gotten 20 home runs. So we have indeed hit our first career home run. Sorry, I have a freaking frog in my throat and I keep hiccuping. I apologize. 38 ribbies. We've gotten 3 walks. We struck out 10 times. No stolen bases yet. Caught stealing once. An average of 374, OBP of 386, slugging of 976, and OPS of 1.362. And then we'll just scroll through the rest of this year. 100% fielding percentage, so you love that. And just scroll through the rest there. All right, so we have definitely improved. I am on what difficulty am I on? Amateur. So I bumped it down twice. You can give me crap all you want in the comments. I do not care. If I'm having fun, I'm having fun. And if I'm not having fun making these videos, then I'm not going to be having fun playing the games, and you guys aren't going to have fun. It's going to be boring. I did get a new piece of equipment. I did get a diamond catcher mask, diamond chest protector. Did not have enough left for the leg guards, because I also went out and bought a diamond compression sleeve, and we had to kind of match it up with our wrist guard there. So we made the wrist guard white just to kind of go with the ending of the sleeve there, because you can't customize the white part of the sleeve, and you can't customize the sprinkles on the ice cream sleeve either, so that's kind of upsetting. And we made the sliding mitt white as well, since it's on that right hand there. But everything else is the same for equipment. Nothing else too exciting. I had like 47,000 stubs, so I figured spend them on something that I could actually use here. But I think without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to quit rambling. I've been talking for 5.5 minutes already. Okay. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to quit rambling, and we're going to jump into this first game here against the Phillies. We are batting 5th. Okay. All right, so we're starting off with a boss challenge already. Okay, let's see here. We got bases juiced. Okay, we're just going to go with the hit a single because we are not boosted at our at-bat here, and we'll see what we get. Solid hit, first pitch. Only one out. It gets down. And we'll drive in at least 2. So immediately get a 2-ribby double. Oh yeah, and we have a freaking 22-game hitting streak. You'll love to see it. Polanco hits that into deep right. I'm tagging, so is the runner on third. And that will be an easy score, up 3-0. And I don't know how I failed that challenge. I did hit a single or better. But it is what it is. We're up 3-0. Still got an at-bat left. Miguel Amaya, see what he can do here. Amaya will hit that little blooper. Second baseman dives, but he can't pick it up. And we come in to score. And Amaya will get on first. So the inning will continue. Not a good bottom of the first for Philly. Back up to bat, bottom of the second, runner on first with 1 out. 7-0 lead. That's that's a hit into left field there in between second or short and third. So we got a single and a double here. Oh yeah, I also updated the color scheme on my batting gloves.
We're starting with this already. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
I always forget Bryce Harper is a first baseman now. But that will unfortunately be a double play, so we do not get any more runs on the board. But we do get a hit. All right, out in center field here, Brandon Marsh at the plate. I keep always wanting to say on the bump. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Brandon Marsh at the plate for Philly, looking to get something going for him. Nobody on with 2 outs. It's that. And that should do it. Indeed it will. Keep it rolling for the Cubbies. Okay, back to bat. Philly is on the board, trailing by 7. We got a runner on first with only 1 out. That's a solid hit into right field. He probably will be able to track it down, and indeed he does. He didn't know how to read the play at first, so I wasn't sure if he'd get to it in time. Our perfect day ends. Bottom of the 6th now, up by 8. Runner on first with 1 out. Another solid crack into right field, but I think he will track that down. Indeed he will. So back-to-back flyouts to right field. Unfortunate. Hey, top of the 7th. They got a runner in scoring position, down by 7 again. And Bruce Hooper. Okay, what's up with the neon green, man? That kind of, I mean, green fits well with red, but I mean, come on, neon green? Solid hit. Oh yeah, I also changed it to button accuracy. And they will get another score, down by 6. I just feel like button accuracy works better. Oh, okay. What's that texturing on Bruce Hooper? Dynamic challenge. Got 2 on, 2 out. Back up by 7. Let's just try and drive in 1, shall we? That's solid into left. And he will track it down. So we cannot drive in another run. All right, so out in center here. Not sure if we will get an opportunity. We're just watching the game at the moment. It is top of the ninth, and we should wrap up game one here. And indeed we do. So we have a dominant game one over the Philadelphia Phillies. Former team of Everett Scott. Had some good success with them a couple years ago in MLB The Show 23, I believe. Or no, was it 22 or 23? I think we skipped 23. Because last year we were with the Dodgers. So yeah, it must have been 22. We were 2 for 5 with a double, single, 2 ribbies, and a run. Okay, let's keep it rolling. All right, started game 2 with another boss challenge. We're losing 3-0 now. We're not boosted at bat here, so let's just try and get a single. Just try and start our day off simple. That's a solid crack in the center. Too much pop under it though, and they will track that down to end the first. Okay, back up to bat, losing 4-0 now in the bottom of the third. You know what? Get a home run. We're leading, or we're not leading off, excuse me, but let's try and get something going. Jumpstart the boys. There we go. Solid hit up center. And we will get on base with 2 down. Not a home run. And Real Muto will hit that to third. And a simple play to end the third there. Back up to bat, bottom of the 6th, leading off here. Trailing 4-0. We're going to go for a home run again. Got to jumpstart the boys. There we go. No doubt blast. Getting us on the board here in the bottom of the 6th, and hopefully that'll jumpstart the boys. 21 on the season. Tater. Boys are loving it on the bench, in the dugout, I should say. So yeah, hopefully that jump starts the boys. Absolute blast there to left center. 430. We don't need it. Well, it jump started the boys, but the Phillies, just like we did in game 1, they keep adding to their lead. Solid hit into right center there. Not sure if we'll get anything from it. No, we will not. He tracks it down. Another dynamic challenge here. Down by 3, leading off the bottom of the 9th. We did it once. We can do it again. Try and go for a leadoff bomb here. That's not a home run, but that will get into the outfield there. That'll be good for a single. So hopefully the boys can come up behind me and get something going. We're going. And he frickin' pops it up. So Real Muto ruins our chance at doing something. He should have just held off there. He knew I was wanting to go. And I'm picked off because my dude did not go back. Even though I was holding back. Any other time it works. Okay. Well, bottom of the 9th here, watching from the dugout. Because of my foolish mistake, we're down to our final out here. Reese Hines looking to get something going. Down by 3. All right, 2-1. Oh, well, we got 2 on. Got 2 on with 2 out. Kevin Alcantara, former buddy from the Iowa Cubs. See what he can do here. Heading the count 2-0. Cracks that. And it drops. Okay, we're getting some in. He dived for it. Could not come up with the play. And we're only down by 1. Kevin Alcantara beasting and feasting. 2-run double. Okay, Dylan Moore down by 1. No outs left to give. Runner in scoring position. 0-2 count though. Cracks that into left field. And the Phillies We'll still come away with the win, though. Hold off our comeback attempt. Series is tied 1-1, looking to get the victory in Game 3. Okay, wrapping up Game 3 of this series on the mound. See if we can keep our dominant start going. Boss challenge start off here. Just strike the batter out. Go for that. All right, risky attempt there. I'm not pitching right there. Dead center with a four-seam fastball. Hits that right to left field. One pitch, one out. And he hits that into center, and it's another one pitch, one out situation. Two down already. And Bruce Hooper will hit that into left. He will get that one down, though, as our left fielder was shifted over to the right. And Bruce Hooper, after two one-pitch outs, he gets a double. And Trey Turner will hit that into left field, but the left fielder will catch it. So that's three one-pitch outs and then a double given up to Bruce Hooper. Relatively good start. Another boss challenge here, this time for at-bats. We got two on with one out. You know what? Go big or go home. Let's try and get a homer here. We're already up 1-0. That's a hit. Pitcher will stop it. They tried to go for two, only will get the one. And runners on the corners. Real Muto will hit that. It'll drop down into the shallow outfield. We'll get another run across the board. And runners will still be on the corners with two down. Reese Hines absolutely belts that into right center. But the Phillies will track it down to limit the damage to 2 runs. Another boss challenge here. Back on the mound, up 2-0. Let's just try and record an out. Keep it simple. He's got him swinging and missing. Former Cubby Wilson Contreras is my first strikeout of the day. We unlocked Lone Wolf perk. Yeah, if you're doing pitcher, or a two-way player at least, it takes you to the majors to unlock pitching perks. At least it did for me. So anybody wondering if you're having troubles, you got to make it to the majors.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300.
And that is a solid hit, but our left fielder Ian Happ will get the out. Barely had to move on that one. He absolutely crushes our knuckleball, but Ian Happ will track it down to end the second. Great start. No hits given up in this one. Top of the third. Up 2-0 still. And Austin Slater swinging and whiffing. Second strikeout of the day. And got him looking with strike 3. Wilson sat down. Third strikeout of the day. Back-to-back Ks. And he tried to hold up his swing, but it's ruled a strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the third. Or top of the third, rather. It's back up to bat here, bottom of the third. Runner on first, 1 out. That's a little blooper. Shortstop will dive. Gets the out at second, but we're safe at first. Little bobble. And we're in there on the wild pitch. So we're in scoring position with 2 down. And Real Muto blasts that into right field, but it will be caught to end the third.
As we go to the top of the fourth, now here is
Brandon Marsh leading off the 4th inning here. We got a challenge. Let's try and retire the side in order. I think we can do it. And got him swinging with the circle change. Marsh is sat down. Trey Turner hits that high. Right fielder tracks it down. Second out of the inning. Hooper will return to first. And Wilson Contreras once again strikes out on 3 pitches to end the top half of the 4th. Top of the 5th.
I can't wait to
And
see
Perez sat down with a strikeout,
I gotta think that was
whiffing on the
a play all the way.
12-6.
He set him up with
7
high
Ks on the
fastball.
day. And Sosa strikes out looking. Second one down on strikes this inning. Slater swings and misses. 3 strikes out. What? 3 strikeouts.
He continues to roll on the mound.
Only hits given up are to Bruce Hooper.
It's the Cubs 2.
All right, back up to bat here, bottom of the 5th, up 3-0. Got 2 on, 1 out, 1 runner in scoring position. There we go, solid hit, but the center fielder will track it down. Runner on second will not tag up on that. So a quick outing for me at the plate. God, can't find my words today, folks. All right, top of the 6th here. Gonna retire the side in order once again. Try to anyway. Got him swinging. Wilson sat down. Another strikeout. Number 10. And that is a hit up the middle. Second baseman can't pick it up. So Johan Rojas will be the second person in this game to get a hit off me. And Brandon Marsh struck out looking for the second out. Leaves Rojas on second after his stolen base. And Bryce Harper strikes out looking. He will not get a third hit off me. At least not yet anyway. Leaves the runner stranded on second. Okay, top of the 7th, up 4-0 now. We are having a great game here. And Trey Turner strikes out Chase in the 12-6. 13 strikeouts on the day. And Wilson Contreras strikes out once again looking. Wilson Contreras has a hat trick of strikeouts in this one. Perez will hit that into left field. Ian Happ should have it, and indeed he does. Top half of the 7th is done. So bottom of the 7th, back up to hit. We are 0 for 3. Our hitting streak on the line here. We got a runner on first with 1 out. And we pop up. First pitch pop up. So it looks like our hitting streak will indeed end. But that's okay as long as we can get the win here. And we are being relieved. So top of the 9th. Okay. Good to know that reliever came in and let them get a run on the board. We're only up by 3 now. Hit that. Gets down. Happ will scoop it. They got a runner on first. 2 down.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there.
Okay, Edmundo Sosa. He's the one that got the run on the board for Philly. 2-2 count for Sosa here. Runner on first. Little grounder over to third. Force out at second, and we win the game. We get another win as a pitcher. 6-1. Have not lost since our debut on the mound. And we take the series 2-1. We were 0 for 4, so our hitting streak comes to an end. We pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, 14 strikeouts, no walks. 5 for 14 with a home run, 3 ribbies in that series. We're 6-1 this season with a 46.1% strikeout rate. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know I said I'd do the Washington National Series as well, but this video's been going on for 40 minutes. After I edit everything out, it might be a little bit shorter than that. But still, I think one series, we got a pitching game in there as well, so I think we got a little bit of everything in this one. So I think I'm going to actually wrap it up here. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you did enjoy this episode. If you did and have not done so already, make sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell to turn on all notifications so you never miss a future one of my videos. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. Thankfully, we actually had a good episode here. Granted, I do have it on a pretty low difficulty, but hey, I'm having fun, and it was a lot more entertaining to play than in the last episode, so I think it's worth it. And like I said, if I'm starting to hit every single pitch out of the park, and just everything is way too easy for me, then we'll bump it back up. But until then, I'm going to keep it on the difficulties I have it set at. And yeah, we're just going to go from there. But once again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.